Hey boys and girls, Mrs. Wilcox here with chapter 10 of Seldovia, Sam and the Blueberry Bear, the contest surprise. Here we go. On Saturday morning, Sam raced his bike to the post office. That's where the winners were posted. If it was going to be bad news, Sam wanted to be sure he saw it first before anyone else, but it was too late. As Sam pedaled into the parking lot, Danny drove by the road in the road grader and called out, "Congratulations, Sam!" "Congratulations," Sam thought as he jumped off his bike. There was the notice, and there was his name, Sam Peterson, Encounter with the Blueberry Bears. He scanned the list. There was Melody Chambers, no surprise, Mary Rutledge, Ian Hatcher, a few more names, and Billy Sutton, Ancient Treasures at Fossil Point. Fossil Point? Ancient Treasures? No bears? Hey, maybe he had a chance to win after all. Or did he? Fossils and ancient treasures sounded pretty interesting. By the time Sam got home, Mom and Dad already knew that he was a finalist. News traveled quickly in Seldovia. "Good job, Sam," Dad said. "We can't wait to hear your essay tonight." Then it hit Sam. He'd have to get up in front of a whole town and read. Yikes. By dinner time, Sam was so nervous he could hardly eat. He pushed food around his plate and then put his clean shirt on Mom handed him. They arrived at the school gym for the assembly to find it was already crowded. Sam's teacher steered him up on stage to sit with the other finalists. Sam slid into a seat next to Billy. To his dismay, Melody sat down on the other side of him. She was wearing a ballet tutu and some funny shoes. "I'm going to read in costume," Melody announced. "It will help bring my words to life." Sam rolled his eyes. "How about you, Sam?" Melody teased. "Where's your bear costume?" Sam scowled, but was saved from having to respond when the school principal announced the start of the program. Mary Rutledge was first, reading about helping her dad hang wallpaper. It was a very funny essay. Mary wrote about how she stepped in a bucket of wallpaper paste and went flying over backwards, bringing the wet wallpaper down on top of her. The audience laughed a lot. Melody was next. Her essay was full of big French words, which she pronounced flawlessly. She demonstrated some of the ballet moves, even standing on the tips of those funny shoes. Secretly, Sam was impressed. So was the audience, which clapped loudly. 3 more readers, and then Sam. He stood up and began to read. After a couple of sentences, he forgot all about the crowd. He read more like he wrote, as though Grandma was right there and he was telling her about his adventure. He was dimly aware that the audience oohed and awed and laughed at all the right places. When he was finished, the audience cheered. Sam sat down. Not too shabby, he thought. Another girl read, but Sam didn't even hear her. He was too busy daydreaming about the new extreme trail smasher he would be sure would be his. Billy read last. His essay was about a trip across the bay to Fossil Point with his dad. They collected huge rocks full of fish and clam fossils to decorate the chimney of their fireplace they were building in their new house. Their old house had burnt in a forest fire, and as Billy read, Sam could see people in the audience wiping tears. Billy finished in an inspiring message about not letting tragedy, like losing your house in a fire, get you down. Instead, you should look ahead and rebuild your life. Not only did the audience applaud, several people jumped to their feet and cheered. Sam's heart sank. He was foolish to think he ever had a chance to win the grand prize. The principal said a few more words about how proud he was of the finalists. Okay, thought Sam. Just get to the winners. But no, the principal went on and on. He thanked the judges, he thanked the teachers, he thanked the parents. Sam thought he would explode. He was so impatient. Finally, it was time. One of the judges handed the principal a card. "Third place goes to Mary Rutledge," he announced. Mary accepted her $25 prize with a grin. "And second place," began the principal. Sam closed his eyes, expecting to hear his name. He thought to himself that the $50 prize for second place was better than nothing. "Goes to Billy Sutton," the principal finished. Sam's eyes flew open. "Billy? Does that mean I didn't win anything?" he wondered. His head was spinning. Maybe my essay was no good after all. But then Sam heard the words, "And the $200 first prize goes to Sam Peterson." He had won. Sam was in a daze as he walked to the podium and shook the principal's hand. "Congratulations, Sam," said the principal. He handed Sam an envelope. The envelope inside was $200. With that money, plus his savings, Sam could finally buy the Extreme Trail Smasher bike. The audience applauded, and Sam looked and grinned a giant grin and bowed deeply. The audience laughed and cheered. In the crush of people leaving the gym, Sam found Mom and Dad. They hugged him and congratulated him. "We made big blueberry pie to celebrate with," said Mom, "and we invited Billy and his folks over for dessert. Let's go." Sam didn't need to be convinced. He was starving. The Suttons were already at the house when Sam and his parents arrived. After lots of handshaking and backslapping, they sat down to the best blueberry pie Sam had ever tasted. Tangy blueberries, a flaky cinnamon sugar crust, and vanilla ice cream melting alongside. Sam and Billy talked about what they would buy at the bike shop in Homer. Billy wanted a fancy bike pump so he could fill his tires without going to the gas station. Sam wondered what color Extreme Trail Smasher he would get. Just then, Neptune wandered in with something in her mouth. It was black and fuzzy and covered with drool. "Ew!" cried Billy. "What's that?" Sam looked closely and laughed. "It's my old bear. Last night I pulled it out of the closet for good luck. Now I guess it belongs to you, Neptune. I see to have all the good luck I need." Neptune wagged her tail and trotted over to the wood stove. She laid down the soggy old bear between her paws, and Sam and Billy helped themselves to another piece of pie and joined Neptune in front of the fire. They spent the rest of the evening planning all the places they would explore on their extreme trail smashers, places far away from any blueberry bears. All right, my friends, that was the end of Seldovia, Sam, and the Blueberry Bear. If you really loved this story, then check out these others, Seldovia, Sam, and the Sea Otter Rescue, Seldovia, Sam, and the Very Large Clam, and Seldovia, Sam, and the Wildfire Escape.